Another day, another whatnot scam. Or is it? So we're going to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to be explaining everything that happened in this situation. If you guys don't know, a couple days ago, a kind of famous whatnot and TikTok page were accused of scamming. Now, you probably have seen one of their videos a few times. They're named Pokey Central. Yes, they are the same people that like to burn down a bunch of cards. Now, listen, they could do whatever they want with their own cards if they, bought it themselves. That is completely up to them, their property, their rights. However, it is definitely in bad taste, and I just have no respect for those individuals who decide to do that. I think it's incredibly distasteful. It just shows a person's character and lack of love for the hobby or the TCG. I just don't like that. Now, they actually responded to the scamming allegations, but first, let's go all the way back and recap what initially happened at first. Pokey Central's $9 spin wheel landed on a chase slab, but I was given a graded 10 slab. When I asked what is the chase slab, he said they were all graded 10 slabs.
Arizona back in. Got a grade 10 slab.
For who?
For Arizona.
Nice. Let me get his prison real quick.
Grade 10 slab for $9 is crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's pretty freaking crazy. We ran out of the specific chase ones, so now they're just all grade 10s.
Nice. It is though.
Yeah, that is crazy. Arizona's got a grade 10 though for $9. But yeah, there was a difference earlier in the night. We only had like 3 chase slabs, so they got pulled.
We didn't have them left, alright? So, graded 10 slab for who?
That's for Arizona.
Bet. Ouch. Ooh, we got an Al Creamy from Brilliant Stars at a grade 10.
But then, if you watch the whole entire video, he then mentions he will be putting a chase slab, which is a Dragonite Team Rocket holo. So he does have the chase slab, but just refused to give it to me. I asked him if he would swap my slab with that chase slab because I won the chase slab in the earlier part since the stream started, and he simply said no, that they will all be grade 10 slabs.
Should we put another chase slab on the wheel soon? I might have another one I can throw on the wheel a little bit. Yeah, right now they're just the same thing. So we ran out the actual chase slabs, so they're just grade 10s right now. Grade 10s are these chase slabs. In a little bit, I'm going to add another chase slab to the wheel. They're completely random. I think this is going to be the next one. Let me show you. I don't know if I can get it out of the box. I dropped it. Gosh dang it. I think this is going to be the next one. What do you guys think? You guys want that on the wheel? Grade 1 Dark Dragonite from Rocket. That card raw is like $75. I wouldn't swap it with this one. I don't even know if we're putting this in the chase slabs yet.
So there seems to be a little bit of a contradiction here. You says that all of the chase slabs are out of stock, yet right after the buyer ends up getting the chase slab on the wheel, you actually just give them a regular graded 10 slab, which is, the tier below it. But after you give him that, trash slab, you say, oh yeah, there's a chase slab right here, which, you might get if you buy in another time. Well, whoa, I thought you said that there is no chase slab anymore, that they're all going to be these shit WAG 10 slabs. And when the customer asks you, well, this is kind of unfair because you said there were no chase slabs, but after you give me a shit slab, you say that there actually is a good slab. And there seems to be just a lot of miscommunication, whether that be it intentional or not. The Reddit post goes on to say, if there were no chase slabs, the chase slab option should be on the wheel. It's misleading and manipulative. Clearly intended to scam avoid this guy at all costs. Now, I completely absolutely unequivocally agree. If you did in fact run out of the chase slab option, why is it on the wheel? Furthermore, again, if you did run out of the chase slab, why did you promote the Dragonite holo? It doesn't make quite a lot of sense. Now, apparently, this is the reason why Pokey Central denied the customer's request for getting the Dragonite slab, which he rightfully should have gotten since he got the chase slab option. I said might be, and it's because we spun the wheel and the payment never came through. That's why I said might be. Later in the live stream, the payment ended up coming through. I couldn't put it up as a chase before knowing the payment wasn't going to go through. It was pending. A customer ended up getting it, but took a while for their payment to clear. That said, they were having bank issues. Are you going to request a cancellation or not? So it's very confusing and convoluted, but this is pretty much what I got out of what he was trying to say. Good God, dude. Try to type in a more coherent manner. Oh my God, it's so infuriating. So apparently the reason why he did not give the chase slab to the customer, even though he deserved it, was because another customer got the chase slab before he did. But that customer's payment method was still pending. But if that's the case, then why did you still promote the Dragonite as a chase slab if somebody has already bought it previously? So no matter which way you look at this, it's just incredibly weird. And the thing is, I don't think this is the case. I think this whole reasoning might be just a load of hooey. I really do think this is just a fabrication and an excuse. Because the original customer who requested to get the Dragonite slab, he said he was the first order of the whole entire night. So technically there wasn't anyone prior to him who did in fact get the Dragonite slab. And for some odd reason, whenever the customer said, hey, I was the first order, there was no one before me, Poke Central just always denied that and just said, no, you were not the first customer. So we're getting a lot of mixed signals here. In my opinion, or from the information that I have gathered, it does seem that this person was in fact the first customer because he had the full entire VOD. And in the VOD, he was the first customer who ended up buying it. I could have gotten something wrong, but that really does seem to be like the timeline that we're working with. Somebody gets the chase slab. Poke Central says, uh-oh, we have no chase slabs. Couple minutes after that, Poke Central reveals that there is indeed a chase slab. Buyer requests that he gets said chase slab. Poke Central denies the request because apparently there was a buyer previously who got the Dragonite slab. But even if you take that timeline into consideration, it still doesn't change the fact that Poke Central still promoted the Dragonite slab as something that the consumer or the buyer could get. And of course, you have the added bonus of Poke Central allegedly lying that the customer wasn't first, even though the VOD of the Whatnot stream says otherwise. Now, let's look at Poke Central's response to this whole criticism, because I'm sure it's going to be very in-depth. They're going to, explain and debunk everything that was stated.
Yeah, I don't know about you. I'm getting tired of this whole scalping thing.
Yeah, I don't think we're making enough money scalping anymore. Wait, I have an idea. I think instead of scalping, we become scammers.
Oh my God, everybody's favorite scammers.
I even bought the spin wheel from the Poke Central scamming video.
No way, this is perfect.
You should write chase slab.
And then not give them the chase. We'll just give them like a grade 10 slab. We'll just say like we ran out or something. Also with these bags, all the streamers like lie and say they got a big chase in there.
We should say there's a first edition Shadowless Zard in there.
We should be script writers. I think we're in the wrong industry. Yeah, that's a little too smooth. You got any weights? Also, Johnny, I need you to practice dropping the phone in case people pull anything good so we can swap it out.
Si, senor.
Dude, I even shaved my beard so people aren't gonna know I'm a scammer.
Lord help me right goddamn now. I will say, this is absolutely a genius, splendid move, okay? I wasn't expecting them to go this route, but damn is it effective. Hey guys, I made a joke, therefore I am automatically correct. Oh, dude, this is a move that I didn't think anybody had the balls to do. This is like the same thing as saying, nuh-uh, your honor, my client is not in the wrong because his pants are not on fire. Oh, that means he's not a liar. It's like they did not say anything in regards to the situation at all. Like, they did not disprove anything. They just mocked the criticism, mocked all the allegations. How about you explain to the viewer, why did you say that you ran out of chase labs, and then the next moment you say, hey, here's a chase lab. Oh, but wait, no, this chase lab, actually somebody else bought it. So why am I even showing it to the camera if somebody else bought it? Holy shit. Actually respond to the allegations. This has to be probably one of the dumbest responses I have ever seen in my goddamn entire life, okay? I'm getting a little bit heated. Like, give us some context. Give us some goddamn timeline here. We don't have a lot to work with. And even if you weren't trying to intentionally scam your audience, just admit that you've made a mistake. Which, I mean, you did actually admit in the DMs with that one buyer. At least take some sort of level of accountability for your mistakes. Tell the viewer what happened. Tell if there is some sort of missing context. Now, because they made this video making fun of everything, it makes me think that they do, in fact, not have any other context to give. They did, in fact, do everything that was alleged against them. I can't believe they filmed the video and pressed post without realizing how freaking retarded this is. Excuse my language, okay? But I think this is a pretty fitting description for these individuals, okay? If you really boil down the situation, it's not really that hard to recognize that these individuals would do some scummy shit, highlighted by the fact that they have burned product just for some views in the past. They have, bitched about people clearing shelves at, different Targets and Walmarts, even though they participated in that as well. Poke Central Media, but if you want to clarify the timeline, if you want to clarify any information, even if it's false, just give me something, man. Just give me some sort of level of excuse, okay? Give me something in the comments, and I'll pin it, I'll hear it out. And yeah, hope you guys have an amazing day. And yeah, fucking Christ. See you later, weeps.
せーのでもそんなんじゃダメもうそんなんじゃほら心は進化する